So we got a 2017 Chevy Tahoe in, and the customer complaint is that the fans are sticking on high, and that the temp gauge is not reading above 160. So we're going to go ahead and scan the vehicle, and I see a PO 128 pass and failed. This is indicating that the thermostat has failed, basically internal to it, not regulating the temperature as the ECM would like to see anymore. So we're going to go ahead and get this thing out pretty quick. Going to try to do it here in under about 10 minutes. The job itself pays about an hour to do. So I go ahead and put my hose clamps on the hoses to block the coolant flow, get my little Duralast hose clamp plier tool out. And I really don't like using this thing because it's hurt me before, and sure enough, again, it slips off and snaps me right in the finger there. That really hurt. I don't know why, but I go ahead and try to give her a second go, and of course that doesn't really work. So we're gonna have to try a different tool here. But here's a little video of my finger and the bruise it left me. Thanks for that. So grab the old tried and true Nip-X Cobras. They always work, never failed me. Good old Cobras. Got it off in a jiff. Here's the new thermostat. So we're going to go ahead and loosen up the 3 bolts on this thing while it is clamped up as so. This will keep most of the coolant in the system. Only a little bit will come out. Yep, just going to use my zippy zipper to zip these 3 bolts out. Once you get them loose, you can lift up on it a little bit to get it disengaged from the mating surface. Alright, so once you get those bolts out, like I said, you can just lift up slightly on the thermostat here and dislodge it from the block. Don't forget to check for the little O-ring. Sometimes they stick like it did here. Want to make sure we get that out of the way because the new thermostat housing has a O-ring pre-installed on it. Go ahead and slide that guy in there. We're going to go ahead and pre-thread these bolts in by hand real quick and then tighten it down so that coolant doesn't continue leaking out the top of the block here. My main goal here is just to have minimal coolant loss, as minimal as we can have during the job. I'm going to perform a coolant flush after this job just for a supportive flush on the system. But yeah, so here we go, zip them back down. So then I'm just going to take and check these for tightness with my hand wrench here. You don't want to leave it up to the impact to decide if these are tight enough, because they weren't. Then we're going to go ahead and grab these hoses, pull them off the old thermostat, and try to quickly put them on the new thermostat. Again, the idea here is just minimal coolant loss. This one actually shoots out a bunch of coolant, but again, it really was maybe less than a cup of coolant that we lost just from where that hose clamp is connected to the end of the hose. There is about what we lost. That about sums it up for this job. Really, all that's left to do is button it up, put these hose clamps back where they go. Again, these hose clamps probably are the hardest part of this entire job, getting these to slide up and down the hoses. This clamp right here really fought me. I don't like this style of clamp. They really want you to pinch this all the way so it sticks, and then you have to use like a pry tool or a flathead to like release it. I really prefer to just pinch and slide them, but yeah, I finally get this one on after a couple tries. There we go. Don't forget your hose clamps on the hoses themselves. That could block the flow of coolant. That probably wouldn't be very good. Next, I'm just going to grab some of my spicy water here and clean up the area where all this coolant went on. Just give her a good dousing. Alright, all we got left here to do is put this intake ductwork back in, put the PCV breather hoses on it, and send it home. Don't forget to check your coolant, make sure you don't need to top it up a little bit. But that's it. That's all there is to it, really. Man, it really got my fingy.